Hey everyone, Dr. Tam here. Today I want to really educate you on wearing a mask and a few precautions that you need to do while you're wearing the mask. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you is because there's been a couple reports where kids in Asia, parts of the world, I saw an article where two kids were exercising, running laps with their mask on, and what happened was they collapsed and they never came back. So because of that, they were lacking oxygen in their body. There was another article where a gentleman was running outside with his mask on and his lungs failed and he didn't make it. So because of that, these are things that we've never had to deal with this before. We've never had to really wear a mask everywhere we go. Any time in our lives, in the history of mankind, we've never had to do this. So here's a few precautions. Number one, know that when you wear a mask, whenever you have a mask on, you're breathing directly into the mask. There is, number one, increased humidity with the amount of air that you're breathing in because it's breathed in directly onto the mask. You're getting less oxygen, okay? You're losing more water. So one of the first things that you have to do is you have to make sure you hydrate. If normally you're drinking about a gallon of water, make sure now that you're drinking about 1.5 gallons of water because you're losing that much more water. The humidity in the air is a lot more. You're not getting as much oxygen, so you have to make sure you overhydrate. That's number one. Number two is as you're breathing into the mask, have a few masks that you are washing at least on a daily basis that you are swapping out. Because as you are breathing, our mouth is full of bacteria. All of us, if you're ever read or looked into the amount of bacteria in your mouth has quite a bit, okay? But when you're breathing into the mask itself, the mask in general traps the amount of bacteria on there and it starts to proliferate. The last thing you want is to have one of these 2 to 3 layer masks and have bacteria and moisture trapped inside where mold can develop, bacteria can develop, and you're breathing in all the nasty things that right back into your own lungs, okay? And you end up getting sick from that. So hydrate, and now you have to wash your mask at least once a day, okay? And swap them out. Now, when you are not using your mask, how should you store them? Never just scrunch it up and put it in your pocket. Always leave it wide open. If you're in your car, leave it out on the seat next to you so that maybe the sun is hitting it and it's able to dry out all the bacteria. UV light kills bacteria. So under the sun, bacteria is going to die, right? If you're indoors, lay it out flat. Maybe hang it on something so that it's being aerated, okay? Less bacteria developing. Because that's one of the key things is you don't want to wear a mask and prevent spreading of COVID, but at the same time, you also don't want to infect your own self with other bacteria or breathing in other mold, okay? Now, the next thing is do not overexert yourself while you are wearing a mask. What does that mean? Say if you're out and about, if you're walking really quickly, you started to notice, whoa, you have a headache coming on, or maybe you feel a little bit winded, okay? Maybe some fatigue is settling in, you get a little dizzy, and you're like, wow, I haven't felt this before. Chances are it's because you are overexerting. Your lungs, heart, brain, muscles are not getting the oxygen that you need. So take a breather, rest, okay? Maybe sit down somewhere and just momentarily take your mask off. When you feel better, hydrate, and then go about doing your things. Now, when you're at home or driving your car, there's really no need to keep your mask on, okay? Because when you're driving, you're surrounding your own self with the air inside. Don't worry about, you're not gonna drive by a car and then all of a sudden get infected with COVID. So have your mask off because you do not want to not have enough oxygen while you are operating a vehicle, okay? That is very, very unsafe. The last thing you want to do is pass out or, start getting lightheaded or dizzy because you're lacking oxygen being in your body. And the other thing is, if you're exercising, maybe you're exercising inside your house, and some of these things you're not even thinking about. Maybe you're gardening outside your house, you are doing chores, right? You don't need to wear a mask because you are depriving yourself of oxygen while you are overexerting. When you are exercising, you are exerting and breathing out a lot more carbon dioxide. You're trying to get in as much oxygen as possible to exchange that air. So make sure that you don't need to wear a mask when you're inside your own home, okay? So, the key is, I know that a lot of you, for all of us, this is the first time in history where we have to wear a mask on a regular basis everywhere that we go. I just want to make sure that you guys do it safely, do it the right way, because I've seen too many reports of people just not doing the right way and in turn have gotten in trouble or have lost loved ones during this time. So be safe out there, guys. Practice the right way of wearing a mask, clean it on a regular basis, stay hydrated, and make sure you practice everything that I talked about and share this video with others, because I think a lot of people need to hear this. Okay? Have a great day.